Okay, so on the Panasonic booth here at Data Center World, I'd just be good to understand why you're here, what it is you're promoting technology solutions-wise, if you can give us an overview of what's going on.
So my name is Mick Langford. I'm Head of Sales and Marketing for Panasonic UK. And we're here today promoting the TechNair by Panasonic brand of data center solutions. Probably just to explain how we've come to be in this space, because most people perhaps don't recognise.
So they're familiar with the name, but maybe not in the data center space.
That's right. That's the thing. That's very common, you know. So people recognise us for televisions, maybe, but not this, you know. So about 3 years ago, we acquired a company called Systemair. We acquired the chiller manufacturing and data center production facilities that they had in Europe. So that delivered us a factory that was based in France, and another factory in Milan, both of which built chillers for the wider European and UK market, but also a data center space. And they also owned the brand called TechNair, which provided data center equipment, again, across Europe and the EMEA region as well. So since that time, we've been integrating them into Panasonic. Panasonic is recognised as a manufacturing powerhouse, and it's as I say, very much recognised in consumer, but we're so much more. You know, there's so many other areas of industry where we build a huge range of solutions to meet industrial needs around the world, you know. So, and this is just another one of them, you know. So by bringing that Panasonic expertise in, we can bring the scalability, the technological advancements as well, to really make us a force to be reckoned with in the data center space. And that's one of the things that's quite interesting. We've got quite a few customers now we're talking to who you hear lots about data center spaces and demand for huge data centers in the UK, in Europe, and across the rest of the world. And with that brings problems of scalability, you know. So there's a huge demand for this type of product and many others like it that we do in our whole range. But there's limited number of companies out there that can actually deliver it, you know, to meet the demands, yeah? So that's why for us as Panasonic and for those companies, we're a very interesting prospect, because they see us and think, these guys are serious manufacturers, they know what they're doing, and we do, you know, we invest heavily, we're not afraid to do that, and you know, we're a trusted partner at the end of the day who can take things forward. So.
Yeah, and I mean, that's interesting you say that, because obviously the name is well known.
Yes.
But when you sort of knock on people's doors and say, want to talk to you today about data centers, are people somewhat surprised? So are you slightly having to educate them to the fact that this is another sort of string to our bow?
I think
how does that work?
I mean, it's the same applies. We're very large in the HVAC market overall. You know, everything from small split air conditioners through to the largest BRF chiller type systems, refrigeration. But again, cutting edge technology. So, you know, the latest low GWP solutions to actually ensure that we deliver greener, more energy efficient solutions to that whole space. Yeah, whatever that might be, whether it be an office building, whether it be a domestic home, whether it be a supermarket or a data center. You know, we can do end-to-end provision of all those products across all those areas, but all under the Panasonic brand and the Panasonic name. And that brings, you know, trust, you know, a guarantee of quality, people understanding that they're dealing with somebody that's a business that's respected, is honest in its dealings, knows how to go to market and how to look after people. So.
And in terms of what you offer, is it only air cooling, or are you looking at, because obviously liquid cooling is beginning to become interesting to folks for the high density?
So at the moment, so the TechNair range that we deliver to the market is predominantly air-to-air based. The next step that we'll see is that we're into is cooling distribution units. So that's where you're directly cooling the CPU with a unit that's then via a chiller that's delivering chilled water. And then the stage after that is liquid cooling. So I would say that as that technology is here and now, but we all know it's hugely expensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of development. It's exciting development to see, but we will also be in that space, So we're investing there, but we're also investing in the interim, the solutions to get us there, So there are a few steps before we get to that.
Yeah. So. I see. Also understand there's a hydrogen fuel cell there, so I'm just intrigued where that sort of fits. Obviously, that's renewables and future power, etc. So just
So we're interestingly as a business, we've made a commitment to by 2050 to be net zero with all of our manufacturing facilities, and that means that they'll all be operating off grid. So people look at that, and that's a genuine commitment. Yeah, it's a genuine commitment. Now, that's only a very small percentage of worldwide emissions, about 1%, but it's still significant, of worldwide emissions. So now, the way we're doing that is, and we are actually doing it, because lots of people talk about it.
Indeed,
they don't actually, there's a lot of greenwashing. They're not actually really delivering.
Corporate report,
We've already undertaken this at factories in Japan. But the first factory we have in Europe was our microwave and oven production facility in Cardiff, which now operates with hydrogen fuel cells, battery storage, and PV. And to make that an off-grid capable production facility. So and that is a technology that we're very strong in. We're developing very heavily, and we intend, it's a space that you'll see Panasonic becoming a really major provider, and that's leaning on other areas. If you look at the wider industrial base of Panasonic, we're very big in the automotive sector, lots of areas there, but very much in, say, battery technology. So many ranges of cars have Panasonic batteries in them, or Panasonic built batteries under OEM regs. So again, it's all of that. We bring all of those technological benefits in the group to bear and use it in our own factories, as well as bring to the market as well.
And I guess in summary, how excited are you by Panasonic being in the data center industry, and to that point, sort of what reaction have you had so far?
For me personally, I've been in the HVAC sector for nearly 40 years.
Right? Yeah.
So, it's a great privilege working for a company like Panasonic, and to see us being able to compete in that space with really good quality products is fantastic. It is exciting. Our sales teams and our technical teams are really, motivated by being able to do new things. And the point is, it's not just one thing. We have a whole range of solutions we can offer people.
Yep.
If you take a classic data center, large data center, we can provide everything at the front of house. In their offices, we can provide the ventilation, the general air conditioning, the heating, hot water provision, all with green technologies like heat pumps and such like. Then provide the data center solution as well. So the inside the data center and the chilling capacity that's required outside the data center. And then if you want, we could do batteries, we could do hydrogen, we could do solar solutions, we can do and tie that all in. So it's an interesting proposition. So yeah.
And have you had any sort of feedback, or is it too early from conversations?
I'd say we're very close to securing some quite substantial projects. We've done quite a number of really nice sized projects in the UK. We've just delivered a nice project in the Netherlands, we're very excited about where we're going and how things are heading. So yeah.
No, it sounds great. As you say, the breadth of the portfolio is potentially the winner, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Help people start being interested.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so, yeah.
Well, lovely to chat to you, and hope the show goes well.
Yeah, no, thanks for your time. Thank you.